Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna be doing some pretty little Christmas nails. I did these back in December, but these will look so cute as well for like Valentine's Day. The snowflakes are still good throughout the whole winter. So we're gonna start off by applying the nails. Don't forget, if you guys are new, to subscribe to my channel because you guys are gonna be coming back, honey. And I did go ahead and trim some of the video and speed it up a little bit, only because I was having trouble with the music that I had in the background, so it kept giving me like copyright notices on YouTube when I tried to upload it like regular. So this is why you guys see here no regular audio, is just a voiceover. And I hope you guys enjoy the video. These nails came out super cute. I have no fucking idea what the hell we're talking about, this huge ass heart. But that shit was huge. I don't know if I should do another one for my birthday. My birthday is next week, so I'm so excited to do my birthday nails. So I'm using right here the 3XL square tips. These have a no C curve. I have been obsessed with 3XL length at the moment, but I do know too that people want to, I don't know, actually, do you guys want to see shorter nails, or do you guys like the long nails, I don't remember if my YouTube told me they wanted to see shorter, but if you guys would like to see shorter nails, let me know in the comments. I think on my Instagram is where they said, show us your clients, your short clients. And I was like, okay, girlfriend. So if you guys ever want to catch me live, um, one of my lovely followers was like, when do you go live today? When do you go live? For the most part, I always go on live on, like, I don't have a specific date, but you could always catch me on live around 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6 or 7. Those are the times I normally go on there. I don't normally go on there early in the day because I have a lot of work. So I have these lives during my off time. So I'm gonna go ahead and just trim the nails. And this fake hand is available at rediguana.com. I think that's her website, but it's, you guys can just Google Red Iguana hands, or go on Instagram. She has her link on her Instagram. And to save some money, you guys can use my code Zulay, and I believe the percentage you get off is 10%. So I'm gonna be using number 32 acrylic. I have not done any gray nails, so I was like, you know what, let's try something new. I'm also gonna be using Candyland and possibly G6. I don't remember if I used it or not, but normally when I'm gonna start a set, I take out what I may be using. I sometimes use it all, sometimes I don't. So if you guys do hear little clicking, is because I am presetting the orders. So thank you everybody who placed an order. We're gonna start off this new year with Zulay merch. Woo! And what was I gonna say? Sorry. Se me fue el rollo a la verga. Se me fue el rollo. But yeah, so we're talking about the length, right? I'm obsessed with square at the moment. I like, oh my god, why did I get sleepy all of a sudden? I really like coffin as well. I'm not really a big fan of the stilettos anymore. I used to be, but not so much. So this acrylic that I just opened right now, that one is called Candyland, and it is a mix of snowflakes. They're pink and it has like iridescent glitters. You guys are gonna see it. Originally I think I was just gonna add gray to this set, like as a little touch of gray, but I ended up doing more gray than I originally thought, which I was not really mad at that because it came out really cute. So yesterday on TikTok, oh my god, we were talking about like funny shit, right? What the hell? We were talking like some funny shit, and so I might be reading a some stories. I told my followers to send me stories or something for me to share on my YouTube on my YouTube video. Sorry, just because sometimes I run out of things to talk about, right? I run out of things to talk about, and I was like, you know what? Let me just make somebody laugh with a story. So we're being a little perverted yesterday. We're talking about like our sex stories or like funny stuff, that's happened to us before. So I'm gonna read one of the stories in a little bit, but first I'm gonna talk about the application that I'm gonna be doing. So I'm gonna be doing this middle finger an ombre because this is gonna be the finger for the gnome. And originally I got the idea to do a gnome set because one of my lovely clients, thank you Letty, I don't think she watches my YouTube or anything like that, but she was so nice. She brought me a little mini Christmas tree from her job, and it happened to have a little gnome sitting on top, which was so adorable. So when I was eating dinner one day, the little gnome was staring at me, sitting on the tree. And I was like, oh my God, that is so cute. That would look so cute on a nail. So I was like, what color should I do? And I decided that I wanted to give him a little sweater. So that is why I started out with gray, because I was like, okay, the gray part is going to be the gnome's sweater. And then I could do the 3D on top. So this is my first time ever making a gnome. It came out pretty darn cute. So if you guys have ever wanted to try like anything 3D but you scared, just try it. Trust me. I'm pretty good at like 3D flowers, but I had never tried to do little figures until 2022. And so I'm pretty happy I did, because now I feel like I could do a lot of other things. And that's why I've been showing you guys different 3D figures like Olaf and now this little gnome. And then I forgot what else I made, but definitely I'm going to be trying out more 3D sculpture figurines. And so I do want to talk about the speed of these acrylics, especially right now that it's pretty cold. Just in case if you guys are new, because not a lot of people talk about speed, the drying speed of acrylics. So I've mentioned it in previous videos in the past, but I feel like I should go over it every few videos, just in case, we have a new person. So welcome everybody if you guys are new. Not all acrylics are gonna dry at the same speed. So hold on. There's a fucking bird here. So I've been having this fucking bird coming to my house. Fucking driving me nuts, a really stupid bird. He be pecking at my window and shit. He's going all over my house pecking it. And so anyway, back to the nails. Not all acrylics will dry the same. Some dry faster than others. So during the winter time, everything dries extremely slow. So I do recommend, if you guys have noticed that your acrylics are like hella runny or anything like that, I do recommend for you guys to turn up your heater if you have one. A little tip that I do myself is I put a little bit of acetone into my monomer occasionally, like if I don't have my heater, because that's another way for you to speed up the dry time. I have never had a problems with it lifting or anything like that, because a while back somebody like commented like, you're not supposed to be doing that or whatever. And then I was like, because technically when you soak your nails into acetone, the acetone dissolves the acrylic, right? But I feel like once it dries and it hardens, it doesn't dissolve it. I don't know. It doesn't, like, you're not putting that much to break it apart, So I got the idea because I do 3D flowers and I was taught to put acetone onto the 3D flowers. And nothing ever happens. Like, my flowers be staying on there. They don't be breaking, nothing. So I was like, okay, why not just do it on when I need to? I don't do it all the time. Only when I need to. And the acrylic is just water or whatever. Because over there at the salon where I work at, it's cold as fuck because we have a lot of brick. We have a brick wall and then we have straight up tile everywhere. So it be like super, super cold, where if I don't do that, I'm never going to be done with the nails. So yeah, make sure to give it time to dry. if you guys do have, the way you'll know that your acrylic is slow drying is when you place it. So there's two types. There's the slow drying where it runs. So once you place it on the nail, it's gonna run. And what I mean by that is gonna be like water, and you're gonna be chasing that shit all over the nail, all over your skin. You know if you have a running acrylic, this is what happens. It runs, okay? There's nothing wrong with that. The way that you can make it not run is by holding it on your brush. So typically I recommend to hold running acrylic in the summertime, or like not too hot temperatures, about 4 or 5 seconds. And then in the cold temperatures, you want to hold it for a few more seconds, only because, like I said before, everything dries extra slow in the cold. So I would say maybe like 8 seconds. And a second is 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, like that. Y'all gonna be like, bitch, ain't nobody got time to be doing that shit. But trust me, it's the same thing. If you place it on the nail and you're chasing it for I don't know how long, trying to get it right, then you get all these lumpy, dumpty nails. So might as well just be patient and wait for it in the beginning, so that when you place it on the nail, it's more than ready to start moving around, right? The second type of slow setting acrylic would be the one that doesn't run, but it's not ready to pat. So what that means is that one I would be considered my acrylics. I feel like the ones with the numbers, the dip powders, those are not runny. Maybe the black and the white one will be a little bit runny, but they dry fast. So that one is a special species in acrylic. But yeah, so for the most part on my numbered acrylics, those are pretty slow setting, but they give you the more than enough time to play with. So those I would hold in the brush for a few seconds, because if you pick up the bead and place it right away, it's gonna sit there and give you the time you need to put it up to the cuticle or pat it down. But there's gonna be times where, like when you swipe or try to blend it, all your product will move down. It's not going to stay where you want it to. So that is where I tell you, you need to wait a few seconds before you do that. And not just with my products, with a lot of other brands as well. So that's something to keep a lookout for when you're learning to use a product, because how to call it, when we're new, we don't know that. I actually didn't learn this until not too long ago. No, like I said, nobody ever talks about this, ever, ever, ever. I didn't even know this, not even in classes that I went to, they taught me this, until about 2 years ago. I took a class with Nails by Yvonne, and she mentioned it, and I was like, okay, I knew I wasn't crazy or whatever, but she was the one who explained it to me with seconds. Well, not just me, but the whole class. She was like, okay, you have to wait, da, 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 da. And I'm like, okay. And ever since then, I'm super grateful for her and anybody else I have taken classes with, that they have taught me little tips and tricks that you normally don't learn, right? So I'm here to show them to you guys, because I love to share my knowledge with everybody so that you guys can learn faster and be better than myself, you know. And I hope that you guys also share with other people your knowledge that you learn about the nails, and be positive in the nail industry, because we don't want to be like the makeup industry where they're all fucking catty and shit or whatever. So I've heard. But anyway, so I'm gonna be doing a Frenchie on the middle finger, and I'm using Cover Dusty Rose. Again, don't forget that I did speed this up just a little bit so that the video wouldn't be 3 hours long. And I sped up the most when I'm doing the 3D, because that shit took a long ass time. But Zule's slow. Zule's a slow ass bitch. So there's nothing wrong with being slow. Just take your fucking time. Take your sweet ass time doing the nails. As long as the application is good, it don't matter. Let's see, what else can I talk about? Yeah, so I did talk about the acrylics already and their dry time. And then there's also going to be acrylics that dry hella fast. Like hella. Like you just picked it up and that motherfucker is dry already. So that happens. It could be also that you may not have a lot of monomer in your brush, because I have seen quite a few people remove so much monomer off the brush. Like there's nothing left on there. And I'm like, girlfriend, don't do that. So if that's you, you keep wiping and wiping and wiping your brush before you get your acrylic. That's a big no-no. You only wipe half the brush, or depending on how big of a bead you want. So if you're not doing that and your monomer is still drying super fast, it may be that you have a fast drying acrylic. And yes, there's such thing as fast drying acrylic, bitch. If you didn't know, now you know. Hold on, what the hell is this person order? And the way that you'll know if you have a fast setting acrylic is especially in the summertime, girl, you have no time to play with it. No time. And then in the wintertime, the drying time is a lot slower. So that's how you know, like, okay, this one dries fast, because in the winter it dries normal. I hope that makes sense, because normally the acrylics that dry super super fast in the summer will be your best friends in the winter, and the ones that dry um too slow in the winter will be your best friends in the summer, because in the summer everything dries super fast, like ridiculously fast, especially if you guys live in really really um hot states like Arizona, Vegas. I don't know how hot Texas gets, but Florida, like you guys live in hot conditions. Oh Lord, you know your shit be drying fast. And the only way to um slow it down is to turn on your AC, you know? And sometimes we don't got no fucking AC. Like me at the salon, I don't got no AC, girl. I mean, there's AC in the salon, but I don't really like to touch their stuff because it ain't mine, you know? So I have my little fan, and thankfully my room does stay pretty cool compared to the rest of the salon. So I don't really have to fight my acrylic like that. But just in case you guys don't have an AC and your rooms get really, really hot, I just felt like I should share that again. Every year I think I need to recover this acrylic and all of that. So this beautiful glitter right here is the Candyland acrylic. And I decided to make this mix with not too many snowflakes, because I hate when there's acrylics that have too much chunky. And as a beginner, I used to struggle so much with application with like stuff like that, because um I would pick up a bead and all there was chunky ass glitters. I could never fill the nail properly because there was too much big pieces. So when I make my acrylics, I try my best to make them balanced, or it applies smoothly, but it has enough glitter to give you like a full-ish coverage to even like the Christmas ones or the snowflake ones. I wanted them to not be super saturated with glitter, where you can apply them very lightly and you can still have transparency in the nail, because I feel that's when the snowflakes and the glitters, you can see how beautiful they are, you know, versus if the nail is super full of shit of glitter, you don't know where the snowflake is at because it's camouflaged. So right here, I was showing everybody the 3 different mixes that I made this last year in December. The first one is called Snow Globe. The second one was Purple Blizzard. And the third one is Candyland. These are still available on the website. I think I'm going to leave them on there all year because they're fucking amazing. And you can never go wrong with snowflakes, because people think that right after December you can no longer use snowflakes. But girl, why not? The winter is getting started in December 21st or 22nd, so you can use snowflakes whenever you want. Whenever you cold, girl, you use snowflakes. Okay, so again, this set is going to be super perfect for Valentine's Day, in my opinion. I was thinking to do a gnome with a little heart in the middle, like holding a little chocolate box or something. That would be cute, with like a pink little beanie or something. I don't know, we'll see, because Zule has so many ideas, not enough time, especially if I have to come and edit them like this. Now just thinking of all the videos I have recorded on my lives on TikTok where I've been putting music. So the reason why I'm doing a live on this one was because I had Christmas music playing in the background and I got copyrighted, right? My video got blocked. So that's the reason why I never play music when I'm doing nails, because of that reason. And so sometimes the music is just so good. Like we be jamming to that shit and or chismeando or whatever, but mainly is because of the music why I'm doing the voiceovers. Like I really enjoy them, but they're very time consuming. That's why I was like, girl, I don't think I could talk for 3 hours. I mean, I normally talk 3 hours on my lives, but to do a voiceover for 3 hours, I'm like, girl. Especially if you guys would have heard our conversation in this live, it was really good. Like, I hate that that happens, that our lives are really juicy. Like, if you guys been to a live of mine, they be funny. They either be funny, full of knowledge, like somebody asked me a question and they spark a idea or a topic, and then I go ham talking about it, right? So I'm sad that you guys can't really hear the original audio. So I'm thinking maybe I'm not gonna be putting music all the time, but occasionally I will. So let's see. Let me pause this really quickly so I could print these orders, because then you guys are gonna hear the printer and all of that. And then we can continue with another topic. I think I'm gonna be talking a little bit about like tax season, taxes, as well as one of the answers or topics that you guys wanted me to talk about. So let me print this out and then we'll continue with that. All right, so back to our topic about taxes. I don't remember if I covered any of this on my last video. I don't think I did, but I have mentioned it on a few lives where we kind of go into detail as far as like having expenses and things like that on a business. So if you already have a nail business but you've never filed taxes, or you have but you don't know what you can report as far as like expenses, then I can try to help you a little bit. Again, I don't know everything, so I've been learning over the years with my tax preparers and my CPA, but you guys can always ask them for more help if you have any questions. I'm just gonna share I'm just gonna share what I know and what I do and what's helped my business as a nail tech, okay? So what you need to do is, if you don't have a I recommend, if you don't already have a business bank account, you just been taking payments through your bank, through cash or whatever, and you want to finally start paying taxes, because that's what everybody should be doing. Pero pues, sometimes things happen and you don't. We ain't judging anybody. Everybody needs to do what they gotta do sometimes, because you don't know what you're supposed to be doing, right? So when you're finally ready, porque if you're like hella part-time and you don't really do clients, then you can't really report. I don't remember what the minimum is to report, but let's just pretend you're ready to start doing this as a career. This is going to be your full-time moneymaker. I recommend, first of all, to get yourself a business license. This is going to be for your location where you're going to be at, so that you can conduct business. Normally, it's free. Depending on where you at, you may need one of these. I mean, I'm sure you need one in any state, but from what I heard, every state is different. I I conduct my business in California, so California is a little bit more strict with a lot of things. So when I used to live in Los Angeles, I want to say my business license was completely free. And so when I moved to where I live at now, since the city is smaller, I do have to pay. Um, but again, you had to check with your city and your state to see what your fee would be. And if it does ask for fee, It's not a lot, okay? It's not a lot. So you're gonna need your business license. And then you're gonna need to go to the bank and bring your business license along with your DBA. So what that is you're gonna need to also go to, I forgot what this place is called. I don't know why I forget this one all the time. Mm, I forgot what it's called, but I'll probably remember as I keep talking. So you're gonna need to get yourself a fictitious name statement, and this is important when you're opening a business bank account. So what this is a doing business as. Like, what are you conducting your business under? You need to make sure that nobody else is doing business under the same name as you are. And this one is gonna be like from what I remember, it was $26. At least here in California, Los Angeles, California, that's how much. Oh, the county clerk office. That's where you gotta go. That's where you go. And so I pay $26 and they make you look in a computer, make sure that the name you're choosing is available. Again, so try to not pick anything like Maria's nails. Like, girl, there's a lot of Marias in this world type of shit. So try to pick something that might be a little unique. Maybe type it a little bit different, but not too complicated where your customers are not going to remember how to search you up on the internet or whatever. So once you have that, you're going to take that to the bank and open your bank account. From there, you may put in your money if you have any little capital. And if you don't, then you're going to start making some money. So whenever you have a customer, they can Zelle you now, which is easier. That way you don't have to take your ass to the bank, or they could pay you cash and you put it into the bank. It is really important that whenever you buy anything from now on, you do not mix your personal and your business money. That is really important, especially when you have finally made the two separate accounts. You no longer buy things from your personal account for your business. It's easier to keep track of your expenses that way. And also, you do not want to buy anything in cash anymore. If you can, just pay with your debit for your supplies. So that way you have everything in your records, save your little receipts, and so when tax time comes around the corner, you can see how much money you spent on what. So normally when you go to see your tax preparer, they're going to ask you, you're going to be considered self-employed. That's why you need a business license, because you're going to be a self-contractor. And what that means is that you work for yourself. You don't work for anybody else, and you are responsible in paying your taxes at the end of the year. Normally with a regular paycheck, they deduct your taxes on your every paycheck, right? But because we don't have paychecks anymore, unless you want to later on down the road, you are responsible in saving at least 30%, 20 to 30% of your income. So when it becomes tax time, now you're not always going to pay that 20 to 30%. I don't really know what the math like, what it be mathing like or whatever. But let's just say on your first year of business, the first 3 years are the ones where you spend the most money in any business. So because you gotta buy your shit, right? You gotta, if you're opening a salon, you're buying your furniture, you're buying your materials, you're buying XYZ products. I mean, so all of that is write off for the most part. Not everything, like you cannot pasarte de verga and shit and be like, I'm gonna buy myself a Louis Vuitton bag or whatever. Like, no, bitch, that's not a write off. If it's in something for product for your business, like powders, bling, top coats, lamp, whatever, all of that can be written off differently. So you have to categorize it. Like your furniture, your equipment is different than your products. Like if you have you have to buy paper for toilet paper, that's also, you can write that off. So all of those expenses, like let's just say you made $50,000 and then after all your expenses you only made 40,000. I mean, all your expenses total to like 30,000. I mean, like throughout the whole year you made 50, but after you spent everything that you needed, you only have $20,000 left. Then they're only gonna tax those $20,000, and then you'll be paying the taxes on that. So it's beneficial to keep track of all your expenses, because at the end of the day, um, it can be very helpful for you and your small business, like even your phone, because you use your phone for social media, to text your clients and all of that. You can write it off. So it's not all bad to have a small business. Like in the beginning, I used to be like, oh my God, how am I supposed to conduct business if I need to pay taxes or whatever? But in reality, we all pay taxes in our paychecks. So just keep that in mind, because I didn't understand it in the beginning. So I hope this makes sense to everybody. And always try to be as organized as possible. What I used to do as a beginner, in the beginning, my first year, I didn't know shit. I didn't know I had to save nothing. I didn't know I had to. Actually, I'm lying. I did know, but I didn't really care for it because I didn't have a lot of clients. But what I always did was I kept myself a little planner, and like the 1 year planner. And every time I had a client, I wrote down her name and how much she paid me. And if she gave me a tip, I would put it separately, like not included with the service, right? Because fuck that, I ain't gonna report my tips, bitch. And that's my money, bitch. No, just kidding. Not all my clients gave tips, so I just put it to the side. And it was for my personal records anyway too, right? And then what I would do, if I bought something, I had to pay something, I would write it down as well. And that just starts to build, you start building like a routine where you write in your planner. Now we have phones now, so you don't really have to have a physical planner, but I recommend to just keep one anyway, because let me tell you, once my phone erased my whole calendar, I was like, what the fuck? I didn't even know. I didn't even know what client was coming when. Like literally, it was a hot mess. And I was like, ever since then, I was like, I shall forever keep everything on both paper and phone, because you never know, these electronics be crazy. And so at the end of the week, I would add up all my income and write it down on the corner somewhere, be like, week 1, this is how much I made. This is how much tip money I made. And then add it together, total, blah, 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 blah. And then at the end of the month, I added it all together, and then I circled it. And at the end of the year, all you gotta do is go back and add everything up, and you know how much money you made. So when you go to your tax preparer and they ask you, how much money did you make? You're not like, I think I made this much. How much did you spend? I don't know. That's not something they want to hear. So it's really important for you to keep track of your stuff. So yeah, that is the one thing I wanted to share about taxes. I think that's it. As far as it sounds scarier or more hectic than it really is, but just practice it with any business that you have, or even just with your personal life. Shit, it's the same as like budgeting. That way you know where your money is going and stuff like that, right? So we're gonna go back into the video. So right here, I'm just gonna file the little nails. And oh my God, I'm so sorry. For some reason, when I do voiceovers, I get sleepy as shit. Like, bitch. It makes me so sleepy just sitting here staring at my screen and filing, and I'm going to sleep. Now I understand why some of you guys be fucking sleeping at my shit. So I normally try to file off any excess acrylic on the sides and file the surface of the nail first. I don't really shape too much in the beginning, because I noticed that when you file the sides, like if you shape the nail first and then you file the surface, then you're gonna round out the shape. So I rather do that at the end. So I file the surface with a hand file, and I don't really like to use an electric file for this, because the shaft of the bit, or whatever you want to call it, is too short. Like it doesn't reach the full nail. And if you guys do long nails, you know what I'm talking about. Like I fucking hate that so much. So I struggle to file with an electric file when the nails are like 2x and longer. So I just hand file and then I go in there with an electric file to remove. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry about making you guys sleepy. You're gonna be like, bitch, I need to hang up this video because you're making me sleepy. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So I file the full surface, make sure that it's nice and smooth, and you'll have to always be looking at all angles because people be like, how do you know when it's smooth when you filed enough? So right here, you guys see me turning the finger, looking at it through one side. And if I see like a little bump somewhere, then I go in there until it's nice and smooth. And sometimes we cannot see the bumps, but you can feel them with your finger. So you can always use a finger and run it down the nail. And when I'm happy with it, then I move on to the next finger. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna do the full fingers or not, but let's see if we can find a story. Somebody sent me a story. Let's read it. Okay, so this story, I didn't read it because if it's funny, I want to be able to laugh like normal, not fake a laugh or whatever. So yesterday, January 3rd, 2023, we were on TikTok live doing some nails and we were having a really good time, right? You guys will not hear that audio because I had music bumping. So I asked my followers if they had any funny stories to share them with me and I would read them on my live. I mean, not on my live, on my video. So here it is. It is an anonymous person. So here it goes. So this is my story time you asked for in your live on TikTok. LOL. It's really funny. I'm so excited. It's like a whole paragraph. So me and a guy I had been friends with and had been hooking up for 4 years on the DL. For those señoras that don't know what the DL is, the down low, because I would have been like, what is that? Wanted to get stoned. Okay. Well, neither of us had our own space, our own place yet. I was 18 and he was 17. So we were going to do it in my car. Okay, let's see what else. So, like the geniuses we went and parked behind the church at the bottom of the hill in our neighborhood. Not the fucking church. Oh my lord. A ver qué dice. Hold on, where did I go? At the bottom of the hill of our neighborhood, which was literally right beside the highway. Oh my god, y'all fucking crazy. You wild. Next to the highway in a church. Oh my god. Anyway, we get to it. Both fully butt ass naked, getting it in. Ooh. I guess we were both enjoying the moment a little too much because neither of us noticed the headlights pulling in behind my car. And next thing I know, my car doors open and there's a cop standing there. The cop said, "Please step out of the vehicle." What? That's literally what I'm reading. Please put your clothes in and step out of the vehicle now. Then he closed the door. Mind you, we froze with the door open. Oh my lord. I would have fucking fainted right there. So the whole time the cop was there talking. Oh boy was still fully inside me. Oh my god, you guys were stuck. Oh my god, that is so funny. Okay, hold on. After the cop closed the door, we both got dressed as quick as possible and got out the car. And my grandma was a dispatcher for sheriff's office. And your grandma? Hold on, let me read that again. Hey, where'd it go? Okay, now my grandma was a dispatcher for the sheriff's office and my uncle was a cop. So I stood beside the cop car to not be on the dash camera. Oh my lord. Be like, that's my grandson right there. That is so funny. Oh my god, yo tuviera el pinche culo bien apretado, la verga, me van a cachar. Okay, let's see. What else? Dude, stood right on the camera. The cop starts to lecture us about if you have to hide to do something, you probably shouldn't be doing it. Said he thought someone was trying to break into the church and that's why he stopped. While he's talking to us, oh boy, boxers fall out the leg of his shorts because we got dressed so fast. They were just wrapped up in his shorts. That's when the cop was like, oh, yeah, I don't know what else to say. Just go home, please. Oh, my Lord. I have a secondhand embarrassment right here. That were to happen to me. I'd have fucking pass out. Like, oh my lord, don't look at me, don't look at me. Close your eyes. That is so funny. Oh shit, I was about to read your name. So this person told me I could share their name, but I'm not going to because I said it's anonymous. Oh my god. I wish there was another story because somebody was like, I'm gonna share. I have a lot of stories. I was like, okay, girl, send it to me, honey. Sorry. So you guys would like me to share any of you guys' funny ass stories? Because yesterday it was so hilarious. Go ahead and send them to me to my, you guys can send to me to my email, to my work email, or to my Zule's Nails account. And again, I will not share your name. But yeah. So that's the story of the day. Let me know in the comments, what would you do if that was you? Like if they caught you with your ass out and shit, like what would you be your reaction? I would be so fucking embarrassed, like, oh my god. But I don't know, because I did crazy shit like that before too when I was younger. So it's like the thrill of getting caught that makes it even more fun, you know? But then when you get caught, it's like, se me bajo, bajo, bajo. That was a good story. I mean, a good story. Ah. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you would do. And if something like that has ever happened to you before, like you ever put yourself in that situation. So right here on this nail, I filed pretty fast with that story, honey. I am using my extra fine bit. This is my favorite bit. This one is a 5-in-1 bit. It is round at the tip so that you won't cut your client. And it is super, super fine, so it removes the scratches that I created with the hand file. I always go in with this bit because, like I said, is my favorite. And I do also fear of cutting people. Even though I have been doing nails for a long time, there's still a chance where you can trim a little skin, nick somebody because they moved or whatever. So this bit is definitely a must-have. I'm gonna try my best to see if I could get one longer for when we do like super, super long nails. That's something that I'm gonna work on. But as you can see here, I'm literally just removing the little scratches and focusing mostly on the cuticle, because when I hand file, I don't really do the cuticle area. I just file the body of the nail and then I leave the cuticle for this bit. Let me know also in the comments, what would you like me to talk about, like when I do voiceovers, because I do have about 3 more videos, I think 3 or 4, where I have to do a voiceover. And I don't know, I feel like I run out of ideas. Like people need to ask me questions so I can remember what to talk about, because I can't just think. Like I feel like I'm being put on the spot and I don't know what to say. Like I could describe the nails, but there's just so much I could say of what I'm doing because I take so goddamn long. So I don't want to trim the video any shorter because some of you guys really enjoy watching everything, the whole shebang. And I feel like I already cut half of the video, half of the cheese man. And I apologize because when I was listening to the video, I was like, damn, they're not going to be able to hear that, honey. So one thing that people always ask me about, like, what is my least favorite thing to do about nails? Definitely, I used to hate doing the filing. I low-key, not gonna lie, I don't like filing. But at the same time, I do, because that's what brings the fucking nails to its bomb shape. I don't know who the fuck this person is Snapchatting me, bitch. I don't fucking have Snapchat no more. I still have the app only because I like to, like, see my memories. But who is you? Who is you and what you want with me? They already sent me I don't know how many snaps. Like, leave me alone. I'm doing a voiceover, please. I already want to get to the 3D and the sweater nail. So I hope everybody's having a happy new year. And just in case you guys missed the giveaway winner, I already chose a giveaway winner a few days ago again because the first one didn't claim the prize. So the second winner was Carla Wright, 7 something. I forgot her digits on her name. So congratulations. Your package should be shipping out and on its way already. I also have really great news for everybody. I normally don't tell you guys about the scoops because I just feel like everyone and their mama is on my lives all the time, which is not true. So I did want to let you guys know here on YouTube because most likely that video where I announced that we were gonna have scoops is not gonna be heard because again it has music. I do want to tell you guys to stay tuned. The scoops are coming, bitch. So one of the nails that I did the other day, we had a goal because on TikTok they give you like little likes and it shows you at the top corner. So we came to an agreement that if my followers reach 500,000 likes, because last time I gave them a million and we couldn't do it, that I would bring back the scoops this year. So we're gonna be doing scoops. I was trying to figure out if I should do them before my vacation or after. So I'm still debating to see when that's gonna be. So if you guys have been wanting to participate in the scoops, make sure to follow all my stories on hold on, all my stories on Instagram because that is where I give everybody the first dibs knowledge post announcements or whatever the fuck. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point, but you know what I mean. So normally if I have to say something, I will say it on my stories first. Okay, let's see. And I think I'm gonna be having just acrylic and bling scoops. I don't know. I don't know if I should do gel yet. But you guys are more than welcome to participate. And if you guys do not know what the fuck that is, pretty much you purchase in advance your scoop. And then the certain date of the party, we pack them on live. So normally you place the order in advance. So I'm gonna be setting a date. I'm gonna set a date. For example, this is just an example. Let's pretend I would be doing them on Sunday. Today is Wednesday. I would make the notice or the announcement like, oh, I'm gonna be doing the scoop party on Sunday, date. So then I'd let everybody start purchasing now. Until Saturday, I would start printing out my papers. And then on Sunday, we would be doing them live in action. And even though you don't get to participate on live, you still get your order. So we pack them in live, which is the exciting part. And then on the following day, we properly pack them and mail them out to you guys. So if you guys want your order to be shipped out like super fast, try to not order anything else along with your scoops because that will delay the process. But you will eventually get your package. So yeah, just keep a heads up on my Instagram for a date so that you guys do not miss out. Again, this is going to be the first scoop party of 2023. I will not be doing them as often as I did before, only because this is like a little sale and Zule can have sales every month. Unfortunately, I cannot. So it's going to be a few times a year only, not as often. So take advantage when it does happen because they're really fun, very entertaining. I'm going to try to see if maybe I could save one of them on my YouTube. But for the most part, I can never save the video because they're super, super long. We be there for like hours and hours and hours. And then we be playing music in the background. So that's one of the reasons why I can't. I cannot put them up on YouTube. First of all, because they're too long. Second, the music will copyright my ass. And ain't nobody trying to get no copyright strike. But we'll see. Maybe this time we'll get lucky and like record a little clip for you guys who don't get to join the TikTok parties can see what it's all about. They're really, really fun. I love them. I've had my sister join us once or twice before because girl, we be going ham like 8 hours straight just packing and shit like that. So this time I think I'm gonna be doing like a lot of pink colors. Majority is gonna be pinks and maybe some red, like something that you guys can use for Valentine's Day, but also Zule favorites is what I'm thinking. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But for sure the bling is gonna be pink, pink, pink. Um I'm gonna have some red. So there's a little gnome that I was showing you guys where I got the inspo from. My client gave it to me. Shout out to Letty. My clients are so cute and very thoughtful. Like the little things are what counts. So I'm gonna be doing the gnome now. I don't know what the hell else to talk about for the next like 40 minutes. But let's see, what can we think about? Let me check another question that you guys asked on my questions last time. Let's see. Fuck it, oh, come on, honey. Um, Again, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have came back more than twice to watch a video because I'm trying to reach my goal in 2023. I told myself I want to reach 100,000 subscribers. I mean, I don't know if that's even possible, but I'm gonna fucking try because, gotta give ourselves some big goals. A ver. How do you start a business and not hurt your pockets? So, what I would recommend is to start a little at a time, no matter what business you're trying to start. Obviously, you don't want to spend all this money because you don't know if it's going to be successful. Of course, it's going to be successful, actually. Scratch that off. It's going to be successful, but you don't know how fast it's going to go. So you want to go little at a time. I personally don't like to borrow money, so I never went that route. I just went a little bit at a time and saved my money so that I could invest. So once, when I was a beginner with doing nails, I wanted to buy a lot of Swarovski crystals, right? So mini story time. And I didn't have money, of course. I would live paycheck to paycheck. But the way that I would make some money on the side that was not meant for my bills was by having nail classes. So I've been offering classes since like forever, even though I was not like an expert or whatever, but the classes that I did have would be for the things I did know, like nail art and things like that. So I remember I would always like offer those little classes, and I had asked my dad like, hey, can you lend me $1,000? And he's like, are you fucking crazy? For what? And then I was like, I want to buy some crystals. And he's like, he started laughing because he thought I was tripping. But I was like, no, I'm not joking. I'm being for real. I want to buy different color rhinestones because I don't have variety. Like, I only had one color or a few of each color, but like 20 pieces of each type of thing. And that was just not cutting it because my clients wanted variety, right? So when I started to do nails, the Sinaloa style were really popular with a lot of bling and all that shit. So I was scared that I would get a client one day and ask me for all this bling and I didn't have enough for her, because shit, that happens. So I was like, yeah, I want to invest some money. And Swarovski crystals have always been expensive. Even when I started, girl. Each pack was like, I don't know, depending on where you buy them, they'd be like $50 to $70, depending on the color and size and shit like that, right? So I was like, I think with $1,000, I could at least get a few colors. And so I got my dad to loan me the $1,000, but in exchange, I was gonna pay him some interest. And I was like, you know what? It's cool because I'm gonna have a nail class and I'm gonna be able to come up with this money by the end of the month. And if you guys didn't know, I am very impatient, okay? Like, if I get an idea, For example, the crystals. If I get an idea that I want these crystals, I'm gonna find a motherfucking way to get them pronto. Like right now. Not in a month. I need them now. That's the one thing that I hate about myself sometimes. Is like, Zulay, just be patient. You could wait a month or whatever. But quería el blick blick. So, oh my god. I'm sorry. You guys are gonna be like, bitch, stop fucking yawning. I'm sorry. I need a chicle so I could stop. So I took my ass to the bling store and I bought like, I want to say I bought a good amount of colors. I bought yellow, I bought orange, I bought baby blue, I bought AB. The one color that I did buy multiple sizes of was the crystal ABs because those were the most popular. So, how to call it? Since I already knew that I was going to make good money on my class, I don't even remember how much money I made with my first class, but I did have a nice group. I think I had like 20 girls show up. 20 girls for my first class, like actual class. I had 20 girls. I remember I charged very little for the class. I don't even know how much it was. Most of it was for their kit, but I still had my $1,000 to pay my dad back. So I was like, okay, so it was like a little investment. I probably just had enough to pay him back and that's it. But the point of this is that you have to invest little at a time, and find ways to make that extra money if you don't already have it. Even if it is taking a loan from a family member, or the bank, because my dad did end up charging me fucking interest, that asshole. But you know what? My dad has taught me to always save money, to never depend on anybody, because at the end of the day, sometimes people don't got the money to lend you. And everything is a business. So don't ever expect people to lend you things for free. Because I used to think like, man, fucking asshole didn't lend it to me for free. But you know what? Now that I'm older, I think about it. Like if he would have loaned it to me for free with no interest or whatever, I would always expect him to lend me money. And didn't want to be in that situation. I wanted to have my own money and never have to depend on other people for me to do a move. Like if I wanted more bling, I wanted to have it available whenever I wanted, not to be waiting for somebody to loan me and then be fucking charging me every fucking week type of shit. So that's something that I learned, just little by little, buy what you can afford and then reinvest it into your business. So right here on the nails, I'm applying matte top coat. I'm not sure if I showed the matte, but I'm going to be doing some sweater effects. And the gnome is looking so cute, huh? It came out, it was so easy. I thought it was going to be so much harder. I was telling my followers this day that back in the day when I used to watch YouTube, I used to be like, damn, that bitch applied that shit so easy and blah, 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 blah. And now some of you guys be like, damn, you made it look easy. And I'm like, girl, I was hoping to get to this level one day. Took me years, 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 years. So that's why I'm here to show you guys that it does not take that long. For those of you guys who are just starting, you guys could get really good, get better than Zulay, better than all these top dog nail techs right now, real quick. Just don't let it get to your head. Do not think you're better than anybody, because you are never better than anybody. Well, maybe you are, but no. Okay, so always stay humble, guys. We're not better than anybody. We better than what we were yesterday is what we're gonna be better than. So I'm just using the rubber based gel. I forgot which number this was. And actually, at first I thought that this gel was gonna be too thick for me to draw with, but I feel like it was just perfect. I was like, actually, these rubber based gels are perfect for sweater nails because they give you that texture. Like I'm gonna be applying the acrylic on top, the clear acrylic, but I just felt like the texture was even better, and it doesn't run, it doesn't spread like regular gel. So I really, really, really love the rubber based gels for sweater nails. I can't wait to do a sweater nail with hearts. Maybe I should recreate this with a gnome, like I was telling you guys, and then do a sweater nail with hearts. That would be so cute. Yeah, don't steal my idea, bitch. Don't steal my fucking idea. Steal it when I'm done after I do it, okay? But oh my god, I'm so excited. I want to do it right now. But yeah. So that's my little tip. If you guys want to start a business and you're struggling with money, because bitch, we all start there. Most of us don't got no money, but that doesn't mean that it's out of our reach. You just have to sacrifice in some areas, like maybe stop drinking so much Starbucks for like a few months, save that little money and invest that little money. Shit, you don't even have to start a lot. Just start with like $100, $200. Like when I started my online store, to be honest, I had the biggest idea because I didn't have a lot of money, like I said. I would buy one item of each. So when I started, I used to sell my glue. I sold me a secret activator to go with it. I sold little 3D brushes. I sold files. So because I didn't know what was going to sell, I would just buy like one or two of each and then wait for it to sell, and then I would go buy more. Now, that's also kind of risky, because what if you go to a store and there's no more? But I was willing to take the risk because a bitch didn't have money or space to be having inventory like that. And so that's what I did. And then little by little, as I started to make more my little sales, I would use that same money to buy more products. So after I sold my one of each or whatever, then I was like, okay, now I'm gonna have two of each. And then when I sell that two of each, then I'm gonna buy three of each now. And it grows and grows and grows. So you do not spend that money. You do not pay yourself with that money. So the one thing that I've learned about a business is that you're not gonna see any money until past the first, second year. And what that means is that whatever money you make out of this business, you should not be paying yourself with it. Like, I know that's kind of hard because it's like, bitch, I need the fucking money. But if you want your business to grow, you need to put it back into the business. That's why it's really important for you guys to have a side, for it to be your side hustle in the beginning. So whatever business it is that you want to have a regular job, keep your regular job and do it as a side so that you're not desperate to spend the money. Because trust me, that's why a lot of businesses don't make it to year 2 or end of year 1, because you don't have no money to pay yourself. And so that's just how I did it. I did nails as my full-time job. And then my online store was just a hobby, to be honest. I never really did it for money. And I never, ever, ever thought it would get to what it is today, like all them products that I have. But definitely as I seen it grow a little bit more, I was like, you know what? Okay, I'm going to invest in another item. And then I kept going. I feel like my growth was very slow. But you know what? Sometimes it's better to grow slowly than too fast. Because I used to go to business school when I was younger, like in college, and my teacher did say that another reason why businesses fail is because they grow too fast. So also be careful, because fast growth is sometimes you're not prepared for it. Like, let's just say your business blows up from one day to another. Some people are not like they cannot like handle that. Like, I think I would not have been able to handle it if that were to have happened to me from one day to another, because first of all, I was a full-time nail tech. It's like I had to juggle my clients working full-time, my family packing orders, dealing with inventory and all of that. Not saying it's impossible, but sometimes if you don't have the support, it can get really, really tough for people. Thankfully, my family has been pretty supportive. I kind of had to force my husband into the business, but fuck it. You gotta do what you gotta do. And yeah, so just don't be discouraged if your business is not growing as fast as you can. I mean, as fast as you want it to. You have to be patient. Be patient, grow a slow and steady business so that you don't get overwhelmed, because not gonna lie, it be getting overwhelming at times. But you know what? I love to work. So if you guys love to work, you won't have a problem with feeling that much overwhelmed. But definitely dealing with people is kind of hard. It's kind of hard because people got attitudes, but we can all do it. Lenny, what the hell's wrong with you? You want to say hi? Hi, everyone. Hi, guys. Hi. ¿Te está aplastando? Okay. Lenny is a fucking nosy ass. He's over here. He was sitting behind me this whole time. And now he's being a little crybaby because he hears somebody making noise, and it's Patrick. He's helping cleaning up and everything. So I think I'm just gonna let you guys go here and put a little bit of music because I've been talking for the past hour, and girl, I'm running out of ideas to speak about. I don't have no more stories to tell you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this little gnome. It's so cute. Now my favorite part is definitely the bling bling, which is coming right up. I love the bling bling. Even if it was just like this by itself with no bling, I feel like it is so cute. So if you guys do recreate it, make sure to tag me. I would love to see everything that you guys recreate. And all the products that I use today are available on my website. If you guys don't know what my website is, just Google Zule's Nails and I will pop up. Trust me, I've been around far too long for Google not to know me. And there's not a lot of Zule's, so I'm not hard to find. This crystal box is also available on my website. I didn't remember I had it actually. And then when I was doing this set, I was like, I want like pink crystals. And I was like, I do have some actually. And for my scoops, I'm bringing more pink crystals. So stay tuned. Lenny, be quiet. Can't you see? You crying. They're going to be like, este perrito's bien llorón. So yeah, I'll leave you guys with the crystal application. For those of you guys who've been wanting to know how I use my bling adhesive, here it is. Pay attention. I know it's gonna go maybe a little fast or maybe just regular speed because again, I'm a slow ass. But please subscribe to my channel and leave me a like and a comment on what you thought about this conversations we had today and if you would wear this set. Okay. All right, guys, I'm back. It is totally a few days later. I was struggling to upload this damn video, but it's finally gonna go up. Woo, 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 woo. So today is, let's see, what's today? January 11th. I just wanted to add this little piece towards the end. Because I'm gonna probably post this up by when I'm on my vacation. I don't know if I told you guys about this yet, but I'm gonna go on a mini vacation and we already have the scoop date available. So our scoop party is going to be on January 18th. I believe that's a Wednesday. Whatever next Wednesday is, that's going to be our scoop party. And then the scoops will be available for purchase starting Friday, January the 13th. Okay. So I'm not sure exactly what day this video will be going up, but just know that the scoops will be available for purchase starting Friday. Okay. So as you guys can see on the video, I do apply a nice amount of glue. Normally I'm kind of tired of talking by this point of the video because they be like witty 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 witty, but it's been a few days already and girl, I'm ready to fucking talk again. Okay, freaking YouTube be playing with me because of my bad words, so I'm gonna try to not say as many in a video, but you know that's kind of hard. I don't remember what we're talking about in the video. I think we're talking about the longest length nails, and that's why I showed that right there, that little clip. That was the longest length I've ever done on a client before. And Lord, I'm grateful she does not wear them that long. So at the end, after doing my little gnome, we decided that he was a little too basic and he needed a little bling bling. So if you guys have never used my bling adhesive, or you have and you have trouble with your crystals staying on or whatever, it could be multiple things. The number one reason if your crystals are still falling after using the bling adhesive is probably you're not adding enough glue. So make sure that you add more than enough glue depending on the size of the crystal. So you guys are going to put something kind of big, then definitely you need more glue so that you can it can hold the weight of it. And then also go a little bit at a time. So in every video that I post, make sure to pay attention how I bling. Okay. You guys will notice that I go a little bit at a time and section by section because sometimes the glue will dry pretty fast. Sometimes it won't, sometimes it will. It's just like a crazy ass. It do whatever the fuck it wants. And if you guys are slow like me, I would just go over the same spot again, and just in case it dried, because the last thing you want is to have your glue more than halfway dry and then put a crystal on, and then it's gonna fall off. So um that's one of the reasons why bling bling falls off sometimes, is because your glue is more dry than wet when you put the crystal on. And then if you ever have like a little silver part that's stuck on your nail and the top part of your bling fell off, that means that the crystal, um I don't want to say it was cheap, because it happens to even the good quality ones like the Swarovski, like the glue's just so strong that you kind of got your nail stuck somewhere or whatever, you banged it, and the top part of the crystal fell off. It's more common in lower quality crystals, like it'll happen super super fast, but it can happen to any any quality crystal, even Swarovski. So that means that the glue did its freaking job, girl, but the crystal just didn't hang on. So I decided to keep this set kind of simple with the bling, because my main focus was going to be the little gnome and the sweater. So I do want to recreate this again in like Valentine. So hopefully I could do another one that's a little bit different, but we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And um what else was I gonna tell you guys? Oh yeah, don't forget to join the scoops, because I'm not gonna be having the scoops as often as I did before. I think last year I was doing them like every month or every month and a half. So because they are a lot of work, these are like mini little sales. I'm not going to be having them so often. I don't know every so when I'm gonna have it, but just this is gonna be the Zule birthday edition. Nothing too crazy, but like we're gonna have a little spin wheel. And for those of you guys who don't know what the hell a scoop is, it's pretty much a little sale where you buy a scoop of product, and by a scoop I mean whatever the pan can hold, and that's what you get. So if you buy one scoop of acrylic, we use the pan, scoop it out of the bin, and whatever you get in the pan, that's what you get to get in your package. And it's just a really fun time. But here's the full set. I don't know why the hell I put them on the table like that, but oh, I think I was washing the hand or something. I don't know. But yeah, that's the full set. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought about this design. And also, I'm using the red iguana hand, the full size hand, in style Nicole. Just in case you guys were wondering, I do have a discount code with them. Just use my name Zule and you will get a discount, 10% discount. So yeah, I get a lot of questions about the hand, and I don't mind answering over and over again. Girl, you ask me to. So right here they were asking me to show them what the spider gel in pink looked like, and so that's pretty much what I was doing. Just in case you're like, what the hell are you doing? Like, what the hell? But yeah, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, everyone. Leave me a little like and a little comment, and I will see you guys on my next little video. Have a beautiful day. Happy weekend, because maybe by then this video will already be on YouTube. All right, bye.